All right, video number two. Got the seats out of this thing. The seats were pretty trashed. I can at least tell what they used to be. They were the blue. They called it blue tweed. So they're still there. They're just shredded. But got them out of here, and the floor looks pretty good. The only big problem I see is that driver's side floorboard. Now that was probably because the window's missing. So yeah, that's the hard part, but it's pretty solid still. I mean, I'm not pushing through that, but, and I did find online, you can find, floor pans for these pretty easy, like 60, 80 bucks, something like that. So that shouldn't be too big of a, problem. Passenger side, a little bit of holes, real close to a little bit of rust, but not bad at all. I mean, honestly, if I really wanted to, I could just leave that alone, probably not have an issue with it. The rest of it looks really rock solid. I don't know if these cars are all like this, as solid as this, over the years, but it looks really good. Trunk's the same way. Trunk deck's pretty solid too. A little better look at the dash and the inside of the car. What I got to work with in here. They messed with the ignition, so they're screwing around with that. So that's kind of pulled out and kind of hanging there. The guys told me about that. There's this, like I said, it's a heater, air conditioner thing under here, and this apparently is it's for Kleenex. You can see that. So that was kind of funny. I don't know if that's just some goofy add-on or that's something that actually could come with the car, but all in all, it's a pretty good shape inside. I think it can pretty much just be cleaned up. The steering wheel does have some cracks in it, so maybe look for a new steering wheel if I have to. Door panels were pulled off the door for this one. I don't know why, but it's about the same shape as the other doors are. Faded, cracked, stink, kind of rotty and ratted at the bottom. Again, I get a good idea what they look like, but that's about it. They need to be replaced or, something new, because they're kind of gross and they stink. Looks like the interior in here is blue from the looks of it. But like I said, it's a pretty common thing from what I was reading. Same thing for the other doors. But the doors are all, this is a good example of what the doors look like. All real solid. On the bottom of the doors, you don't see any like the rust in the bottom, so the doors all look really good. Like I could probably pop them off and paint them just the way they are after some sandblasting. There's the serial number of the car. So the way I remember reading this, 171 means it's a six-cylinder Super Series, and the 71602 is the serial number. And I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but this is a wind-up clock. And it's still ticking because I wound it the day I brought it home, and I think they said it works for 72 hours or something like that. So it's still ticking and working. So the clock works. Other than that, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this car as far as restoration. I think I want to try to keep it as original as possible. I know the easiest thing is just to throw a 350 and a C5 or something like that in these things and get them down the road, but I think I want to restore this thing and kind of get it back to the way it was originally. So that's my plan. Next video, I'll probably go into the drivetrain and see how that looks. But like I said, I think I got my work cut out for me a little bit. It's a pretty decent size shaped car, and I'm getting excited to kind of at least start working on the electrical and the drivetrain, see what I can do with it. All right, that's all for now.